attraction. I've never known a love like this. Forbidden bliss, consumed in action. I've never known a life like this. A stranger's kiss, the sweet attraction. I've never known a love like this. Forbidden bliss, I'm yours. I've never known a love like this. Forbidden bliss, I'm yours. Be home.
House Speaker.
Been walking along this road for so long now, thinking of ways to take.
All right. A little late, everybody. I'm feeling pretty chill today, so I'm just going to do a little bit of news and then we're going to play some Call of Duty. I was playing with the Warzone DMZ last night. It seemed pretty cool, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, it's time. For some news. Biggest news right now, Speaker Nancy Pelosi announces she will not seek re-election. Let's watch.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi has just announced she will not seek re-election for Democratic leadership in the next caucus. It comes after 24 hours after Republicans took back control of the House, reaching the 218 seats needed for a majority. Speaker Pelosi, now 82 years old, is the most powerful woman in Congress. She's been leading the Democrats for 2 decades and is the first woman to ever hold the Speaker's gavel. Now she is stepping down from that leadership post, saying it is time to move on to somebody else. We have been following this story for some time as Speaker Pelosi has discussed that she might make an announcement like this. I want to go to our congressional correspondent, Rachel Scott, with more on this.
Yeah,
Rachel,
dude.
the House Speaker...
She's fucking 82 years old. It'd be about time. I'm gonna turn my gain up a little bit here. Yeah, it'd be about time.
Sources had told you that she went home last night with 2 different versions of this speech. What do you make of the one we just heard?
2 different versions playing out each scenario. And Diane, I could tell you, I just left the chamber where House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was addressing members of Congress, and you could feel the weight of the moment in the room, that standing ovation that she got when she walked in. This is a monumental moment in American politics. She is a political giant here on Capitol Hill. She's someone who has shattered glass ceilings, the first and only female Speaker of the House. Listening to her there on the House floor talking about when she first came to Washington, D.C. at 6 years old from a political family, And then when she was eventually sworn into Congress, talking about how there was only 12 female Democrats and how she has seen that number grow significantly over time to where she is right now. She is someone who is measured, at times defiant, but she does have a steady hand over her party.
Measured.
She has earned the respect and the reputation that I think few Democrats have had in the history
I don't know, man. It kind of feels like everybody hates her.
of Congress, able to guide her party through legislative victory. She highlighted the bipartisan achievements that she's been able to work on in Congress as well. But, you know, when she was first elected Speaker of the House, she talked about how this was a monumental day for America, for Congress, for women. And now she is saying that it is time to pass that torch over to the next generation. Seated inside, you had Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who came from the Senate side of the Capitol over to this chamber as well. You saw all members of the Democratic Party there as well. She walked in, flanked by members of her family. We know her daughter is here as well, who was filming some of those behind-the-scenes intimate moments there on January 6th. Few Republicans spotted in the room, but there were some, notably Steve Scalise, who was from the Republican leadership, but I did not spot House Minority Leader, soon to be Speaker of the House potentially, Kevin McCarthy. But certainly a unifying message that you heard there from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and she even talked about this past election. While Democrats are certainly losing the House, she said that overall Americans rejected extremism, and she called it an extraordinary day for Americans. Diane.
And I want to bring in our senior White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, as well. Mary, you've covered Congress for years. Now, some were wondering if Nancy Pelosi would retire entirely. She did not go that far. But looking at her legacy, how significant is it for her to relinquish this leadership post?
It is really hard to imagine Capitol Hill without Nancy Pelosi, so I am not surprised that she is giving up the leadership post, but staying in Congress for now, especially after her voters and constituents just sent her back to Congress. But her legacy is huge. Look, it is really hard to overstate the impact that Nancy Pelosi has had on so many key pieces of landmark legislation. You heard her there list some of them, everything from climate change to the Affordable Care Act. You know, we were discussing earlier. It really is, I think, true to say that millions of Americans would not have access.
It's like wild framing because, like, Nancy Pelosi is one of the big reasons why we didn't get just flat out universal health care. Like, she allowed conservative Democrats to fucking basically hold everybody hostage, and Republicans too, don't get me wrong, everybody hostage, you know, if their donors didn't get exactly what they wanted. It's fucking crazy.
To the healthcare that they do today, were it not for Nancy Pelosi's leadership on that issue. The current administration, everything from COVID relief to the huge infrastructure bill, she has played a key role in all of this. And it is because Nancy Pelosi is known for having that iron grip on her caucus. This is a woman who knows how to get things done. She has known how to unite her party, and she knows how to make a deal. She is also a powerhouse fundraiser, which is a hugely important part of being a leader in Congress. And she is just a skilled strategist. I mean, I often think back to during the Trump years when she would very often get under Donald Trump's skin. We remember that image of her ripping up his speech during Trump's State of the Union. She often bested him in many political battles, much to the annoyance of the former president. And of course, she oversaw those two historic impeachments of Donald Trump. But when I think about Nancy Pelosi's legacy, it really is the power of her example. She is a mother of 5, a former California housewife who never had really any intention of getting into politics. She didn't get into this realm until she was in her late 40s, and yet she rose to become the second in line to the president. For many years, she was the...
But her dad was involved in politics, no? Nancy Pelosi's dad. Isn't she like, she's like a political dynasty person, right? Maybe? Yeah. This guy. American politician who served as the 39th mayor of Baltimore, a member of the Democratic Party. He represented Maryland's 3rd congressional district in the House from 1939 to 1947. Yeah. Patriarch, which included Thomas So this is his son and Nancy Pelosi. So yeah. Oh no. I exited out of the whole thing. It's okay. I'll pull it right back up.
In her late 40s, and yet she rose to become the second in line to the president. For many years, she was the highest ranking woman in American government. And I also often heard Pelosi advise women to know your power. Nancy Pelosi certainly knows hers, and she has shown the world and women, and especially mothers, what we are all really capable of. Diane.
All right, Rachel Scott, Mary Bruce, thank you both. And I want to go over to Jay O'Brien on Capitol Hill right now for a little bit more on this. Jay, we just heard Mary and Rachel talking about the significance of this moment, the legacy of Nancy Pelosi. Clearly, whoever takes over here will have big shoes to fill. So what challenges lie ahead for Nancy Pelosi's successor, and who's likely to do it?
Yeah, significantly big shoes to fill. Both Rachel and Mary made excellent points in that one of Nancy Pelosi's hallmark strengths that she brought to the Democratic caucus was her ability to whip votes and her ability to count votes. She said she learned that from her father, who you heard her mention was a congressman, then the mayor of Baltimore. So that's something that she's been practicing for decades. She brought it to Congress, and as Mary mentioned, these hallmark pieces of legislation would not have gotten across the goal line without Nancy Pelosi's ability to get her caucus in line and move them towards one universal goal. She said out of many one, and referring to the country, e pluribus unum, the country's motto, but that also applies to how she handled the Democratic caucus, trying to get them all in line, moving toward the same direction, and so often accomplishing that goal. So when you talk about challenges that face her possible successor, it will be making sure that the Democratic caucus stays together. When you look at the way that the House is set up after these midterms and the slim majority that Republicans have and the challenges that they're already facing from within their own House GOP conference, given that slim majority, Democrats, if they stick together, can have a serious governing force, but it's got to be up to whoever's in Democrat.
No. That is a crazy take. The job of a Democrat majority or minority this large in the House is to obstruct whatever the fuck the Republicans are trying to do. That's it. If they can pass stuff, cool. But if you see how good that works for the Republicans, just obstruct anything that they can do, and then next election cycle you can say, look, they got nothing done. That's how this works.
Democratic leadership to keep the party together. The name that you're
It's
so
cynical,
often hearing,
but that's
and you'll
that's
hear in
the
the next
truth.
few days,
That's
is
how
Hakeem
politics
Jeffries,
has worked for a
Democrat
while
of
now.
New York. He has been
least
considered
here
the
in the
top
US.
contender to replace Pelosi. When you heard Nancy Pelosi talk about a new generation of lawmakers, a new generation of Democratic leadership, so many people went right to that thought about Hakeem Jeffries taking over for her. There are others in line. Pete Aguilar, who's a member of the January 6th committee, is one. And then you, of course, have Pelosi's existing Democratic leadership team who may get involved in the mix in some way here.
And Hakeem Jeffries is not good. Like, he's like anti-progressive, like outspoken anti-progressive, like radically moderate, conservative, really, Democrat.
Jim Clyburn is a good example. Steny Hoyer, her number 2 in the House, is another good example. So the question facing House Democrats now is, how contentious do these leadership elections get? Do the progressives and the moderate Democrats get behind one individual candidate for leadership, or do you start to see infighting?
And I want to bring in our Deputy Political Director, Avery Harper, for more on that, Jay. Avery, we're talking about what this means for Nancy Pelosi's potential successor. But this could also impact the president. What does it mean for President Biden now? He issued his congratulations to Republicans after they clinched majority in the House. But he's now looking at a mixed Congress and no longer having Nancy Pelosi leading his party.
Right. I mean, the president is someone who has long-standing connections with folks on Capitol Hill, having been a senator himself. So he is very familiar with working with Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Now he's going to have to get used to working with whoever should take her place. I did want to talk about a couple of things that struck me from the speaker's remarks today. You know, the things that she ran through about the accomplishments that she was able to make with former presidents. She mentioned climate change and climate policy with George Bush. She mentioned healthcare reform with Barack Obama and forging ahead for the future, she said, with President Biden. You know who she did not mention? She did not mention former President Trump. And, you know, what she spoke about in terms of midterms and the outcomes of those races that we just saw just a week ago. She said that Americans repelled the assault on democracy. And so from these remarks, there is a feeling that she believes that things are going to be okay with this next generation of Congress folks and of the Democratic Party, that things are going to be okay. We're going to see a more diverse caucus come this next Congress. We're going to see a generational change, this place that has been dominated by elder states, and we're going to see the first Gen Z congressman. And so
it's literally like a generation change is so funny because they're going from like 80-year-olds to like 65-year-olds or whatever. Unless they actually like, and that's like me being cynical, like they could, if they wanted to, actually like go after progressive policy, because like I said in this last election, it works, right? Like progressives did awesome. Moderate or like conservative Democrats did not do well. I mean, New York is like a prime example. A lot of those guys were moderate, right? And then you look at ballot initiatives, all that stuff. Kentucky basically rejected, you know, putting limits on abortion, right? Like, fucking here in my state of Colorado, they fucking legalized mushrooms, like, or decriminalized them. Like, you know, voting rights protection was on the ballot, on like ballot measures all across the country, and all that stuff did really well. Fucking Florida a few years ago voted for you know, felons to be able to vote, and then DeSantis of course like fucked that up as much as he could, but they voted for that, right? Like progressive policy is like super fucking popular. If you run on it, you will win.
there's lots of change ahead on Capitol Hill.
Jay O'Brien, Avery Harper, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News.
Let's see some more speculation on who's going to replace her.
Now to that historic news here in Washington. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announcing.
And if you, somebody, you know, if you don't know how this works, basically like the people in Congress pick the leader if you're in the majority or the minority, right? Like they kind of vote on who the leader is.
She will not seek re-election, ending nearly 2 decades as the Democratic leader in the House.
And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect.
Elected officials.
Pelosi's announcement coming after Republicans secured enough seats to take control of the House, a slim majority. ABC News Chief Washington correspondent Jonathan Karl joining us now, along with ABC's Jay O'Brien, who's up there on Capitol Hill, to put this all into perspective for us. John, first of all, you know, we need to point out just the impact that Nancy Pelosi has had over the decades here in Washington during her time as House Speaker, and put into perspective the reason why this announcement is so historic.
I mean, she's a hugely consequential figure in American politics. The most influential and powerful Speaker of the House in modern times. The Speaker of the House twice, obviously the first woman to be Speaker of the House. But when you look at the last 2 Democratic presidents, Barack Obama and Joe Biden, the major pieces of legislation that each one of those presidents can lay claim to, big both in terms of dollar amount, obviously, but also in terms of reach and influence on American society, from the Affordable Care Act under Barack Obama, to the infrastructure bill, the efforts to deal with the COVID vaccine. These are hugely consequential bills, and I think it's safe to say that that maybe none of them get done in the way they got done if it weren't for Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi was the person as the Democratic Speaker of the House that pushed those pieces of legislation through. Big New Deal style pieces of legislation that in each one of them, and Kira, you and I both covered the back and forth on all of that.
I like how like everything is the New Deal. It's like, no, man, the New Deal, while, you know, obviously being like, you know, excluding Black Americans, you know, fucking over like a lot of people, like the New Deal created the middle class. Like none of the legislation that he's talking about like literally even bolstered really the middle class. The middle class is not real.
There were moments of doubt whether each one of those bills would pass, and it was Pelosi who got it over the line.
Yeah, and just when you think about, she came into politics so much later in life. I mean, she definitely knew who she was and what she wanted to do, didn't she? And Jay, let's just talk about what comes next. Leader Steny Hoyer has released a statement saying that he will step down and he's going to throw his support behind Hakeem Jeffries now for Democratic leader. Is he poised to take Pelosi's place?
Yeah, I mean, Jeffries is very much at this moment the front runner, Kira. Moments after Speaker Pelosi concluded her remarks, as lawmakers began to leave that chamber, you started to see lawmakers come out, talk to reporters, and many of them throwing their weight behind Hakeem Jeffries. Most notably, as you mentioned, Steny Hoyer, but the Majority Whip Jim Clyburn did the same thing. You heard Speaker Pelosi in her remarks, you just played sound of it earlier, talk about a new generation of Democratic leadership in the House. Well, that new generation is emerging, both with Hakeem Jeffries, who's right now the front runner, as I said, to take Pelosi's job, but also Catherine Clark, who's in line for Minority Whip, and Pete Aguilar, who's in line for caucus chair. That new generation, all three of them have the support of the current generation of House leadership, Steny Hoyer, Jim Clyburn, etc. So the question becomes, does the caucus stay together, back those three ahead of the November 30th leadership elections, or is there some kind of infighting? Right now, there is an appearance, or at least an attempt to show that there are choreographed together marching towards that conclusion, but we'll see on November 30th.
Get aggressive.
All right, and John, let's just talk more about what President Biden had to say once Pelosi made that announcement. Pretty long statement here. I mean, he did come forward saying, when I think of Nancy Pelosi, I think of dignity. And he did go on to say, of course, a lot more about her and what comes next.
Absolutely, and he did try to, you know, at least put his vote in to have her stick around as the Democratic leader, because he knows how good it is for him to have somebody as effective as she is in steering the Democratic caucus. But listen to what he said about her in this statement. He said, "History will note she is the most consequential Speaker of the House of Representatives in our history. As a nation, we owe her a deep debt of gratitude for her service, her patriotism, and above all, her absolute dignity." And I will say, you know, we talked about all that she did for President Biden and for President Obama. There were also, she also had, you know, accomplishments under President George W. Bush. She became Speaker of the House the first time in January of 2007.
Oh, snap. Mind the memes. Oh, snap. Just in, 7 Democratic senators sent a letter on Thursday to the Federal Trade Commission warning that Twitter, now owned by Elon Musk, was acting in disregard of users and urging the agency to investigate any breach of a consent decree that the FTC inked with Twitter. Oh, man. I wonder what Elon Musk has to say about this. We'll find out.
But beyond that, it's the way she also symbolized the effort to stand up to Donald Trump. I mean, who could forget Nancy Pelosi standing, behind Trump in his last State of the Union address, ripping his speech apart? Who could forget her standing up to Trump in that last meeting that she had with him at the White House? Just staring him down, and she was the opposition to Donald Trump, and I think history will remember that, as well as what she did in terms of her accomplishments under Democratic presidents and under President George W. Bush.
John, you just described your next book, so we'll be waiting for that.
There you go.
You've already come out with the Trump books. Now it's time for the Pelosi book. John, thank you so much. Jay O'Brien up there on the Hill. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks
We'll
for
have to
checking out the ABC News YouTube.
I have low hopes for
many years, she was the high.
Democrats getting like a more progressive leader. But I suppose it doesn't matter if you're the minority. Like, your only job is to obstruct. I just hope that they get somebody who understands that part. Get mean, you know? This pig racing thing was so funny, dude. You know what? I'm feeling some Call of Duty, so let's just do that. Is it DMZ Warzone, I guess. Sweet. Let's see. Hopefully I have adjusted the settings properly enough that I can actually stream this and it be viewable. I've never played DMZ. Well, I played one game with a buddy, and we had no idea what we were doing. So let's... Oh, cool. Completed that one. Make a contact. Okay. I got no weapons? Oh, snap. Okay. So I lost my gun, of course. Available for contraband. Okay. So let's do this. Actually, unequip that. Let's do this. Oh. Okay. So let me just see. PHW Fennec. So let me work on this guy. Right? Change. Okay. Well, let's try a shotgun. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm probably gonna lose the weapon. So I don't want to take the M14. It looks like it's got a lot of attachments, and I'm sure. Wait. I don't want to fill. And I'm sure we can. We can pick stuff up. We'll just have to do it at close range. No idea how to do this. Okay, so this one's done. Use your TAC map and ping a contract phone. Find 5 loot caches. Okay, I think we can do that. Shaders optimization. That doesn't seem good. There we go. Dirt. Stay on mission. All right. I thought that would be cooler than it was.
Welcome to Mowzey. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Okay. If I die, I die. It's alright, I just lose this shotgun, right? So let's see. Attack map. What the fuck is that? Oh, I thought it was like a fucking worm or something. I was like, okay. Okay. That's the radiation. So let's go south. So maybe here first. Okay. I'll take this RPK. Another guy up here. Oh god, but oh man, I'm fucking dead already. I gotta be more careful. I mean, nobody's gonna save me, so. Let's see. Let's rethink the strategy, okay? feel so dumb. Okay. Just a warm-up, you know? I don't know what a token bank is. Okay. Let's do... I mean... Okay, and I could put another one on if I want. Okay, I should probably do one of these, right? Because it doesn't look like you lose these. But I'm sure you can find these too. Like a drill charge, maybe? I've got no... Oh. DOS. I think a munitions box makes the most sense. I got no keys. Okay. I don't know what keys do, so I guess it's all good. Let's confirm. Matchmake. My understanding is it's like Tarkov, where you might encounter other players, but maybe not. You just extract, or just the thing is just gonna be to avoid or kill other players. Preferably avoid. I'm all for conflict avoidance. So let's do that. We kill the NPCs, but I just want the loot and out. Speaking of, I have had a hankering for some Sea of Thieves. I don't know if you guys have ever played Sea of Thieves, but I think that would be very fun to play on stream too. Although it's more fun in a crew, so I'd have to like maybe find a crew. Hopefully the voice chat's okay, because you almost need that too. Also today I tried to change to 1080p for the stream output, so hopefully that's going well. If it caught that. Okay.
Explore, secure intel, and
Let's
loot
not
to
die
gain
this time.
access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Okay, I like this site already. It's the Mini. Okay, let's be very quiet. Okay. Just open some doors and see if we can find anything. Okay. Yeah, let's just wait. Okay, yeah, let's just go through the city and kind of see what we find here. There's a vehicle over there. Let's see. Battery, okay. Emergency rations. What's in here? Electrical tape.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Okay, I will be careful. I don't know what, like, I don't... Usually that means, like, I don't know if that means NPCs or, like, real players or... Just ambient noise. Alright, we'll head this way. That's a plane. Shit! Okay, let's go loot these guys. Okay. I'll take that. Is this one better? No. 500 bucks? Where's that other guy? Oh, he's over here. Okay. I thought. Oh yeah. Dude, a laptop? What about this? Okay, so I can like... Okay, this one has no stock. But I like this better, I think. So... Okay. I don't know if I don't want these wrenches. Okay, there's another plane.
Ultra One, use your TAC map to locate contracts awarding cash.
Oh shit, I should scroll in. Oh my god. Hunt squad. Destroy supplies. Let's try that. Cause there's like a time limit, right? Like some sort of... Oh yeah, this thing gets bigger. Let's be easy, okay? Oh, cool. That seems like a lot of money.
One, Intel located AQ supply sites nearby. We need you to destroy them. Coordinates are on your TAC map.
Seems like a lot of money. I don't know. The stuff in my backpack's worth like nothing. Except the laptop. It's worth like 1,500.
Set a charge on the supplies and destroy them.
Oh, holy shit, dude. How do I... Damn, I wish I could... Oh, no. Okay, I can't revive. Shit. Okay. That's why it's a lot of money, is because all those guys are like super armored. At least I got XP, I guess. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. And I'm just gonna try and like grab some shit and get the fuck out. Just at first, just like, you know, see how all this goes, right? I want to find another cache. Whatever that means. Oh, the like the boxes, but not the tool boxes. Those are different boxes. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh man, I had to get a little snack or something. I'm so hungry. Forgot to eat today for lunch.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Okay. I think I also just need to be slower. Just move. A comic book. I don't want any of that stuff. Okay. I mean, that's better, I guess. Documents. I'll just grab all this stuff until I find better stuff. Okay, there's a couple here. Do they have any friends though? A lot of friends, actually. Shit. Where? That's some fucking cash, dude. I feel like an RPK is worth more, probably, than like a SMG, right? Shit. Thought I killed the guy over here. I did.
Ultra One, you can locate cash reward contracts on your TAC map.
Okay, yeah, but I have like a few $1,000. Like, I want to see if I can like buy stuff. Shotgun. Seems better than that. Thought I heard shooting. I do hear shooting. Okay, I'm gonna head east and get the fuck out of here, I think. East? East. I'm gonna have to cross the river. I think that's fine though. But I'm gonna get on the other side of this hill away from, I think there's shooting at the other side of the refinery. So we'll head up there. Shit. Shit. So RPK only has 30 rounds? Fuck. Oh, is this a buy? Can I buy a class? Oh, buy. Oh, sell valuables. Oh, shit. Oh, so. Okay, somebody's headed this way. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Shit. Okay. Is that a player? No way. They would have killed me already.
Enemy attack helo is moving in your direction. Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Come on. It's good. I'm trying out this DMZ mode, and I don't know what I'm doing, honestly, which is fine. Hopefully it is running a little bit better. It still looks a little laggy on what the heck? On OBS, but I have more RAM on the way. Maybe that'll fix it. Let's go ahead and use that. Okay. Heading to the evac. I think so. So, like, I don't know. It kind of seems, it's just like Escape from Tarkov. So I just fill my bag with stuff I like and money, and then I try and escape without dying, which is proving harder to do than I had anticipated. Okay, I just gotta... Okay. Oh my goodness. Soothing hand cream, $100. Some good loot, man. Let's see what's in here. Gas, stun grenade. I like the flash better. Oh my god, a cash register. Now that's what I'm talking about. It is $100. But earlier I found a laptop that was worth $1,500. Purified water is worth $100. The cheapest thing I found was 40 bucks. I wish I could pick up stuff on the ground for $100. That sounds awesome. Trying to cut my memory usage while I'm playing at the same time. Dude, is that a skate park? I gotta check that out. I want to see the skate park, but I also gotta check corners. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it does sound like rampant inflation. We might be there soon. I was gonna cover that on the news today, but I wanted to play this. So I gotta go up here. Oh, there's another player. Shit. That stings. Okay. This is a learning experience. And what I learned is the green light in the sky means that somebody has called the helicopter. And maybe wait for them to leave before you try to leave too, unless you want to kill them. It's the third gun I've lost. I'm almost out of guns. See, my thing is though, like, how do I add... Oh. Oh my god, this would have been so much easier. Yeah, give me this. With, this, and, this, and... Let's see... Range and accuracy... No. I want this. 2, 3... It is pretty cool. Damage range. Let's do this one. And you know what? High velocity, why not? Oh, I can even put my thought I had... Oh well. Let's get to it. So then I could... Then I can unlock different stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Something I do wonder, and I never looked into it with Tarkov, is like, do they have like rolling servers? So like somebody might almost be done with their run. Well, no, they must not, because the circle grows until it like kills everybody on the map. Oh shit. I know we're in the middle of gaming right now, but Twitter just alerted employees that effective immediately all office buildings are temporarily closed and badge access is suspended. No details given as to why. This was, yeah, like 14 minutes ago. That's not good. Dude, that really sucks, man, because like I follow a lot of the news through Twitter, like unironically. If it goes down, I don't know like what I'll do. Shit. What the fuck just happened? Is there somebody here?
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
What? I literally didn't do it. I walked up these stairs. I didn't see a claymore. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna head that way. At this point, I just want to do one extraction where I don't die. A car battery. Okay. I'm sure that's easy to carry. Imported tea. Okay. Just take this stuff until... Oh my god, there was a fucking claymore. Holy shit, dude. How did I not see that? Now I got my own claymore. How do you like them apples? $800 watch, dude. I'll take it. Bandages. I think as a solo player, the best thing I can try and find is gonna be like I think there's like a revive gun or something. Liquor. Okay. And then if I can find... Is there like a cell place? Yeah, I was looking for a buy station. But I guess there's not one here. Ammo depot. shit. There's somebody here. I'm so scared. I think they're upstairs. Okay, I think I'm gonna move for the door. Try and get the fuck out of here.
Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Maybe that's gonna bait him out. Okay. Shit. Oh boy. Is this drivable? Hell yeah. I don't want it though. Seems pretty loud. Okay, what the fuck is going on over there? Oh, you're good, dude. I'm just exploring this like wild game. Oh, that's like the nuclear area. Okay. I got 2 watches. 2 watches. Cash, I'll take it. More imported tea. Okay. Okay, don't want any of that. This looks good. That's terrible.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Why? I didn't do anything. Trying to extract here. Oh shit. Okay, I don't see a... Okay.
All Ultra, Dino 4 is inbound for extraction. Be with you soon. This is Dino 4. We're approaching the LZ now. Keep it secure for us. Dino 4 is at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long. This is Dino 4. All Ultra secure.
That was pretty sick. Oh, dude, that's super nice of you, man. Yeah, Durango, more of my friends have left because of, like, cost of living than, like, this past year and a half than ever before. I've been here since 2016. That's tough, dude. Pretty sure I wiped a whole team. That's awesome. Two operator kills. Nice. Acquire. And I get a blueprint. That seems cool. Okay, let's replace that one. Oh, we already did all those. So let's select that. Faction missions. Select Legion. Oh, I see. You gotta do Legion first. So I wish I could like have this auto sit here. No. There we go. Everything takes so long to load in this game, dude. Oh man, this looks laggy now. It's weird, it depends on the server, huh? This looks really bad. Let's see if it improves. It's kind of better in here. Not really though. Oh, excuse me. Can I get his stuff
Ultra One,
now?
that area contains high amounts of radiation. Use your gas mask and move fast. Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, am I gonna be able to get on that? Probably not. I want to though. Oh my god, I was. Holy shit. Oh. So sad, dude.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Well, I think I'm gonna get off for now because I really want to play this, but the performance is not good. So I have some new PC parts on the way that will hopefully fix that, as well as some other external issues. But yeah, we'll pick up Sunday, maybe tomorrow. All right. Well, on that note, I will put some music on.
Everything I forget. Yeah, I'm forgetting nearly everything. Now that I got your love.
What is this song? I don't like that one. I'll catch you guys Sunday. Sorry it was a short stream. I did like an hour and a half. Still working out some kinks. Thank you so much for stopping by. Follow if you haven't already. Then you can know when I go live. Have a wonderful evening.